economic. America freezing Kuwait's assets there to keep them from Iraqi hands.
I got a call that day from the White House with regard to the freezing of assets, because there was no one in my government that I was able to get any instructions from. And I had to take the initiative to say yes or no, because there was this whole confusion, and no one was in a position to give any instructions. And they said, we need your authority to freeze the Kuwaiti assets. I said, of course you have my authority to freeze the Kuwaiti assets before the Iraqis are able to get their hands on.
I met on the morning of August 2nd with Tariq Aziz, the foreign minister, at about 8:30 that morning. They had cut our telephones to Washington at about 6 o'clock. In fact, I had been on the telephone with Nat Howell in Kuwait when they cut our international lines. So I met with Tariq on the 2nd, laid out what the U.S. position, the UN position, on one country invading another UN member state.
It's now 8 a.m. on the 2nd in Washington, and there is a National Security Council meeting about to begin. What was going on at that meeting?
Well, before the meeting, there were two things going on that I remember. I went back to Brent's office. By this point, I had given up using my own because it meant an extra 2 minutes over to the old executive office building. Typed out a statement, brought it back to Brent and the president. Then at 8 o'clock, the press was brought in, not just for the photo op, but to stay there to hear the statement.
We're not discussing intervention. I would not discuss any military options, even if we'd agreed upon them. But one of the things I want to do at this meeting is hear from our Secretary of Defense, our chairman, and others, but I'm not contemplating such action.
The president, from the very outset, never ruled any option out. He told us that privately. He conveyed that publicly, but we were